everybody. So, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you already know this, but my Stardew Valley Let's Play, the PlayStation 4 just kind of decided that not only did I not need most of the second day of the Let's Play, but I just didn't need the second Let's Play at all, which was almost like 45 minutes worth of content. So, I'm just gonna be fucking around in Minecraft and see if it deletes this one, because I'm not really at any loss otherwise. I think I might have to kind of abandon the Stardew Valley Let's Play until I can figure that out. So I'm basically just gonna be building. I don't really have a plan what I'm gonna build, but I'm gonna start building and just kind of talk, and we'll see how that works out. So, let me see if I can actually multitask here. I think maybe start out with some, oh yeah, netherite and red nether brick. But yeah, so I mean, I wasn't really sure what to talk about other than, you know, 2020 in general. It's been a friggin' weird year. A lot of things that I never expected to actually live through, all just kind of happening in one year. So, it's kind of weird. I know everybody's kind of ended up with a lot more time on their hands, and some people did absolutely nothing with that additional time, and you know what? That's absolutely fine too. Um, you're not really required to do something with all this time you never anticipated on actually having on your hands. And then some people learned all sorts of new skills and took on a whole bunch of projects, since we're all just kind of stuck at home doing our own thing, trying not to lose our minds. Some people used the internet as like a good way to connect with people, and it's a good thing this is on creative, or I would have just died. And all those things are good. For me personally, I was only out of work for, I think, a little over a month. Basically, I could have technically gone back to work after like a couple weeks, because what the hell is that? But where I live, they're stupid and they care more about the economy making money than like people actually being safe. So things weren't shut down for very long. I could have gone back to work, but there just wasn't really a lot of work to be done. So it seemed a little pointless to go in and not really make any money. And in the meantime, I mostly did not do anything terribly exciting, but I did start on a lot of different creative projects, and I have a tendency to just kind of not be able to stick to one thing. So I've done a lot of drawing. I actually started making TikToks, which I said I was never gonna do, and then I did anyway. I've been doing some writing, and I did kind of want to try to find a way to like tie all these things together so that it's not just an absolute disaster of a YouTube channel and TikTok and everything else that makes no sense together. So I thought maybe this would be kind of a good opportunity to talk about what I've been working on in my writing as well. Looking for a good spot to build here as we speak, but we'll get rid of some trees real quick and get back to that. So, I've been working on actually several novels. Like I said, I have a super hard time sticking with almost anything. So I've tried to kind of make it work to be able to jump back and forth from different genres and use like a ton of different characters and just kind of keep everything as like tidy as possible still, I guess would be the best way to put it. So it doesn't just feel all over the place. So basically, all of these novels are in a universe where there's a lot of parallel universes, which sounds really vague and confusing already, and I apologize for that. But the one that I'm working on at the moment kind of follows a YouTuber that does horror narrations, which probably sounds familiar to some of you people. And he finds one of these portals to the other parallel universes, and rather than them going into the portal in this particular story, it's things coming out of the portal. So this one, oh, these are crooked. This one leans a lot more toward like sci-fi horror, with, you know, a teeny little sprinkling of like every other genre. And he meets this girl that's an Uber Eats delivery driver and does a whole bunch of other odd jobs. And they end up kind of looking into this together and trying to keep this portal from just completely wreaking havoc on their world. So far a lot of it has been just the character creation and creating these different monsters. Some of them are like pretty stereotypical, just like shadow looking beings, and then there's these like really small monsters that kind of look like demonic rodents, and they just sort of destroy everything in their path like locusts. And yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure what else to say about it, but the goal was that I wanted to be able to connect that with the other ones that I'm working on, where it's more so they go into these other portals. So eventually everything's gonna kind of cross over, and I can just make it all one series rather than have to like make a decision ever in my life, which, as I've already said, I suck at doing. So yeah. I guess I should build a bed, even though I don't really necessarily have to sleep in creative mode, but it's just getting hard to see now. And these icons are so tiny, they're hard to see too, so bear with me if I'm just going by what I need like 15 times. I'm sorry. Alright. So we'll just randomly put this down in the middle of the way. But yeah, so, I mean, let me know how you guys feel about the description of that I gave you, if you want to know anything else, or if that sounds like something that you would potentially read. If there's other things you'd rather hear me talk about, feel free to mention those instead, and I'll try to include those the next time I do this, if I do this again. If technology, you know, allows me, since it seems to be fighting me. I don't know if you can hear my cat in the background too, but he's like desperate for attention right now, so he's making all these funny noises. None other than that, I've mostly just been playing video games and doing some art. Now my cat's rubbing up against my microphone, so I gotta stop and pet him for a minute. But I'm really, anxious to see if things are a little more normal next year. I think honestly it's gonna take some time to go back to what we see as normal. Shit, this is crooked too. Is it just... So there's the door frame. And then... What have I done? What have I done? I don't know. I wish I could count. That would be cool, right? What if we just... I don't know. Just try and copy the same thing I did over there. So one black one. And then... Oh shit, that's gray, that's not black. There we go, that's black now. And then I guess we just have to do the door... I'm just gonna make a mess here. This is what I mean about not being able to multitask. So... I'm just gonna destroy things again real quick. And then... I think I'm actually... Oh, that was a spooky sound. I'm gonna make like a little archway kind of thing. I'll use some netherite. And maybe make this one actually even. I don't know that I like this spruce door though. Do I like the spruce door? With this in particular? Let's go with crimson door. I put it back. Love to hear what you guys have been up to and how you're keeping yourselves sane in 2020 as well. And like I said, any other stuff you want me to talk about. It's always kind of weird talking about myself and feeling like I'm talking to myself when I do Let's Plays and streams, because I'm kind of just like not used to talking this much. It takes a lot of like pushing myself to feel comfortable with talking that much. Oh yeah, I've been doing some cosplays and stuff too. If you guys don't already follow me on like Twitter and everything, all my socials are linked on the video, but I do have one Link cosplay that's already up. I did like an e-girl Link kind of thing. And then I'm working on like a Draculaura one from Monster High. Tokyo Ghoul Ken Kaneki, and I want to do probably a Breath of the Wild Zelda at some point. I don't know if that's going to end up being next or if that's going to be a ways down the road, because I just really want to make sure I do a good job with that. It's been like probably one of my favorite Zelda designs. I really liked the white dress she has in that game. So that was kind of the one I wanted to do, and just make sure I actually do it justice, since that's just a really nice design. Let's see where we left off with the pattern here. But if you guys have any other cosplay ideas, definitely let me know that too. I'm always looking for suggestions. Sometimes I feel like there's a lot of characters that I just sort of forget exist. So sometimes it's just as simple as somebody, you know, bringing up a character that they'd like to see cosplayed, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Finish this off, and I think this one, I don't know that I'm going to put the windows up. I'm going to try to make some sort of an upstairs. Like I said, I don't really know what I want to build. I just kind of wanted something I could do semi-mindlessly while I was talking. That doesn't really matter if I lose some content, because you guys aren't really going to know the difference. Sorry. Let's see what we want to do for flooring here. Chiseled nether brick. I think I don't want that much brick. That sounds like too much. Crimson planks, maybe? Oh. There's so much cool stuff in Minecraft now. Sometimes it gets, like, kind of overwhelming with all the different choices. I think I might just grab a couple things and see how I like the looks of them. I might end up changing my mind, but we'll give it a shot. I just want to go for something kind of spoopy looking. Why won't it let me down there? Stop it. So here's the terracottas. I think I kind of like that one. And then crimson hi-fi. Yeah, I think that's probably the best. Kind of between that and the terracotta. Yeah, I'm gonna use this. It's kind of nifty looking. Oops. Well, I'll come back to that later, I guess, because I already put the bricks away. But anyway, I think that's probably a pretty good spot to stop this first video. I'm just gonna kind of finish up the downstairs off screen after this and kind of come back when I feel like I have things to talk about again. But definitely please comment. Let me know if this is stuff that you want to listen to, or if you have suggestions. Consider liking or subscribing if you did enjoy listening to me rant and place blocks in Minecraft. That would mean the world to me. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you next time.